their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 50. Check, crunch.
Rodgers going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Single, slot.
Block working out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Let's go, let's bring it. Mike 50.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stop here, D. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. On the ball. 36.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Here we go, here we go. 49.
They'll run here with Dillon. And only about a yard. Takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder. Won the first battle, keep coming after him, put the pressure on him.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. He's coming. He's throwing me. Throwing me. Look at that.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Crosby with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Block now to throw. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Now Locke. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Locke going to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
3 down, 3 inside. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's get it. 18. 65. 65. 65.
To throw is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands, It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Locke. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. He'll find Eskridge here complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now to the air, Locke. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. 4 down. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get him. 30.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Watch the boot. Mike 56.
On first down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. It's our time. This. Watch the ship.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Dillon will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
56. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 6. 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Locke. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Locke. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this one is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Locke. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Locke, got to have this one. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on fourth down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
57's the mic. Watch the mic. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Packers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Locke looks to throw it again. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Locke again. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes, right side, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. The lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they take a knee.
We got 4. We got 4.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Check pass. Check pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.